What's going on, YouTube? It's Come and Take 'em 1776. I got a quick video about the autopsy pictures that were released, or the lack of autopsy pictures. If you look at the PDF file that was released with the official report, literally there's 18 pages of redacted pictures. So they might as well have just not even released anything with the suspect, Adam Lanza's autopsy photos. When you come over here to this, I guess these are supposed to be the victims. There's 50 pictures, and there were supposedly 26 victims. I don't work in crime scene processing, and I definitely don't do autopsies, but I have seen them, and I've seen autopsy photo sets of different subjects from various cases. And I'm going to tell you right now, I've never seen two pictures of one suspect or victim and then it move on to the next victim. There's usually at least a dozen photos of a dead victim in an autopsy room. They get all kinds of different angles. They actually put a rod through the bullet holes so that you can see the trajectory into the victim. And they do all kinds of different pictures. So to say that there's only 50 pictures for the autopsy photos for all the victims is crazy. Not to mention we can't see a single thing in any one of these, but it just doesn't work that way. There's lots of pictures taken during an autopsy, and you can Google autopsy pictures. I'm sure. I mean, they're going to be graphic, so don't do it if you're squeamish, but you're not going to find a autopsy photo set with two pictures per victim. It's just, it doesn't work that way. So I wanted to point that out. The main reason that we were told we can't see any of these terrible pictures was because it was so traumatic and traumatizing for the families who lost these little kids. We all know, anybody with half of a brainstem knows the reason it was because there's not any victims in the first place. But with that in mind, and them wanting to protect, everybody from seeing these terrible images, I was out with my wife earlier for some supper, and then we went to a store, a retail store, and I saw this at the checkout on Enquirer magazine, the Enquirer. JFK laying on an autopsy table with the back of his head blown off. So I guess my question is, why is it okay for my little kids to be with us out in public and see this, but for us who are asking for answers and asking for a little explanation and a little bit of evidence for the Sandy Hook deal, to not even be able to see one photo of one person with any injuries, or even a step further, one surveillance picture of our shooter in the school, because it's so traumatic for the families who obviously think it's hilarious. You've got the Soto sister who cannot, for the life of her, put a frown on her face. And you've got the Parkers and all the parents just think it's hysterical. So for one, I don't see why they'd be so traumatized anyway, because it hasn't affected them yet. Yeah, why is this not traumatic for people to see? And the pictures that they have are going to be so traumatic, we can't release them for the sake of the families. I just thought it was interesting that this is on the front page of the magazines, and we can't see anything related to this case. Thank you guys for watching.